Are you a part of the Blues Great Saves program? Receive updates on last-minute ticket releases and other exclusive offers. Text BGS to 38313. Sign up today. Welcome back to Blues Weekly. I'm Brooke Grimsley. We go back to our interview with Jamie Rivers now, where we take a look at what's ahead for the Blues. Now let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Finally, things are kind of picking up here for the Blues after all that waiting around, and you're going to see some Central Division foes this week. So what are you seeing from this schedule, Jamie?
Well, it's a tough road here. You know, the Blues have only played 3 games. They've got some catching up to do. They get the Jets tomorrow night, and that's a Winnipeg team that's under a new head coach, Rick Bowness. He's got them going. He's got them believing. They're working hard. They're always a thorn in the Blues' side. And then, of course, what's your reward for that? Well, you get Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl again, who are probably going to be pretty ticked off that they didn't get any points against your club the last time. So that'll be a big test for the Blues. And then, of course, if you look at the Predators, division rival, we know how those games are. It's much like the Blackhawks Blues. The Preds Blues is always exciting, playoff-style hockey. And the Montreal Canadiens, they got a good young team. They play with a lot of speed, and they can certainly be dangerous if you're not ready for them. So the Blues, like you said, they're picking up speed here with their schedule, and they're not getting any favors from the league right now.
Also, I wanted to ask you about being a former player. What do you make of this start for the Blues? I mean, it is just 3 games, and it seems like we just had to do a lot of waiting around. And some people say, does this really matter to players? What is your perspective on that?
Well, as a player, you want to get going. You want to get playing a lot, as much as you possibly can. This is difficult for the guys. You think, okay, well, they kind of ease their way into the season. You don't want that. And especially as a coaching staff, too. You want to have a reference point for all of your guys and the areas that you want to improve on. And when you don't play, you can only watch the same video so many times. So I think what it shows me so far is that Craig Berube and these Blues players have a lot of mental toughness. They're focused and they're ready to go. And you know, they haven't had the luxury of getting several reps, several games, and several different situations. And even some guys haven't even been able to play that much yet. But their focus has been there. And the coaching staff has done a great job of keeping them dialed in. Being on the road does help in these situations. So they got a nice little 3-game road trip under their belt. They'll bond as a team a little bit, and they'll come back here on Wednesday against the Oilers. And the schedule does get a little tighter for them. But I certainly would rather be playing than sitting around.
And finally, the St. Louis Blues had a special guest stop by one of their practices recently. The new St. Louis City sporting director, Lutz Pfannenstiel.
Al MacInnis, one of our great retired number.
All right. Hello. Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Pleasure. Congrats.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
St. Louis.
Yeah, all good. Nice here. We're doing well so far, so let's try to keep it up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
He's not Canadian.
He is Canadian.
like everybody else.
There's right up there.
All right.
Doug Armstrong.
Hi, Doug Armstrong.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Pleasure
How's it
to meet you.
going?
How you
Nice to
doing?
meet you. Good, good.
Good. Grab a seat there.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to St. Louis.
Thank you so much. I mean, I was already here, I think I watched last year probably maybe 20 games.
Okay.
So I watched a lot. The first when I came in 2020, not so much, but a few. But last year I watched.
You follow any hockey back at home?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to say hi to the coaches. Mike? Yeah. I'm going to hear from everybody.
Oh, nice to meet you. How's it going?
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
man.
meet you.
How are you?
Good, good.
Ray Burley, our head trainer.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, you don't want to mess with him. He
I-
had like 3,000 penalty
I
minutes.
don't want to fight him.
No, no. No. You want to stay away from him.
All right. I had a lose soccer game.
Hello. Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Pleasure to meet you.
Right.
Nice. How are things?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. We're getting slowly there.
Yeah.
A few more months and then we're rocking. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
Anyway, good luck for the season.
yeah
huh?
thanks a lot. It's very nice to meet you. We'll see you
Okay.
around. Right?
Take care. Cheers. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. I saw your first pitch. I did it the next day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How was yours?
I trained for a week. I didn't want to embarrass myself. But mine was he was standing like this and he caught it here.
Me too.
Which is fine.
As long as it hit the pocket.
Yeah, and as long as it doesn't bounce.
Yeah.
They said otherwise they will laugh at you forever in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So I made sure
I
they
want
don't.
another one. I want to get a strike.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Maybe someday.
All right. Nice to
see
meet
you
you.
around.
Take care.
All right.
Cheers. You have to ask the NHL people a question. Why are you all Canadians?
That's all for Blues Weekly. We'll see you next week.